Pat, here we are at the start of the Stage 2 of the Santos Tour Down Under, 148 kilometre stage, starting here in Lobethal and finishing up at Stirling.
It's the first time ever that the start of the Santos Tour Down Under stage has been in Lobethal, and it's really the mecca of cycling in South Australia for many, many years. I remember my granddad, my father, if they were going on a long bicycle ride, they would stop at Lobethal, and it's not only a mecca for cyclists but also a mecca for the motorcycling community. So Lobethal is definitely a two-wheeled little township and a great place to start Stage 2 of Santos Tour Down Under.
Certainly the tour has gone through Lobethal, it's gone around Lobethal a number of times, but yeah, I was surprised to see the fact that this is the first start here. The riders will go from here to up to Gumaraka, Birdwood, Mount Torrens, back here, and it provides an excellent opportunity for the public to see the start here in Lobethal and then actually see the riders pass back through here again, heading off towards that monster of a hill at Fox Creek Road. So we've just left Lobethal and we've come through Gumaraka, from Gumaraka through to Birdwood, and then there's that a little bit of a climb, but nothing too taxing at this stage though, Pat, here into Mount Torrens for the first sprint of the day.
To start from Lobethal to Birdwood, head to Mount Torrens, it's not an overly difficult course, and I think we'll see a complete bunch all together fighting it out for the first sprint of the day. This is only the start of the day. They turn right and head back to Lobethal, and that's where all the action will start.
And look, for people that are looking for another spectator option, there isn't enough time to get from here to Fox Creek to see King of the Mountain, so people should either set up at the beginning at Lobethal, here at Mount Torrens or at Fox Creek, and then make their way to the final Stirling loop. So we've come from Mount Torrens through Lobethal, Pat, a few undulations, and now it's a bit of a monster hill here at Fox Creek Road. It peaks at around 15% at a few places, fairly steady at 8 to 10% in a number of other places. This will sort a few riders out for the King of the Mountain at this stage.
You know, this climb is not really typical of the climbs around Adelaide. There's 3 or 4 switchbacks, and it does remind me a little bit of the climbs in Europe, and I'm sure the Europeans will be feeling at home with these switchbacks and steep gradients. An ideal place for some of the Spanish riders to have a go and open the race up. This could be the place where the race is opened.
So the riders have come from Fox Creek, made their way through Balhanna, Oakbank, where the second sprint has taken place, skirting around the outside of Harndorf and making their way down River Road to Mylor and starting what's going to be 3 very gruelling laps, finishing up here in Stirling, Pat.
The big difference between the 2012 Tour Down Under and in previous years is that extra loop. So it's great for the spectators. You know, spectators are going to see more of the riders than ever. It's a stage where a rider, an all-rounder, like I used to be, would be taking advantage of this opportunity to try and win the Tour Down Under.
It will be absolutely packed up here, so people should get themselves well set. So if you decided to watch any other part of this particular stage, please get here, drive safely, but get yourself, particularly along the Stirling Aldgate route, is absolutely magnificent to watch.